So, I got a message yesterday from Homelee665, and he said he was going to send me a package. And he was going to order from Walmart, and it was going to get here. So I'm thinking it's going to take 2 or 3 days, right? So I'm sitting here, watching Totally Spies. Don't ask. And I got this package. It came today. One thing I would like to say is that this came lightning fast. It came from Las Vegas, from their distribution on Marion Drive. And it came to Santa Clarita in less than a day. In less than 1 day. This thing has been sitting there since 10 in the morning, but unfortunately, I don't get up till like 2, you know. I go to bed late, I wake up late, you know, that whole cycle. And, wow, here it is. So let's open this up. This came FedEx. Really nice. Let's open this up. Can I just rip it? Can I He-Man it? Do I want to He-Man it? Yeah, let's just He-Man this motherfucker. There we go. There we go. There we are. And, look at this, guys. A Sentry X2. Oh, this is really cool. I love this. This is really great. It's almost as nice and cute as the Happy Totally Spies. But, you know, nonetheless, yeah. Let's open it up. Let's see what it can do. What do you think? So I would like to thank Homelee665 for sending me this. I would also like to thank him for his advice. Because here he was sitting here going sitting here for an hour going, okay, should I review this today and then put it on Owl Ranch and mention it? Should I wait till Sunday? But Sunday's a long time. And this is a blaster that potentially has a lot of potential. This isn't like getting darts or whatever. This isn't, which I even took 5 of those out, glued them for the show. But I couldn't actually go outside because, well, technical problems with the outside. But I did test them with my friend Alan Turbino, for example, and we tried them out. You know, I couldn't just, I was like one or the other, and he just, you know, asked me, he's like, it's up to you, dude. And I'm like, no, I respect you as a professional. What do you think? And he was like, well, I would do it so you'd have more time to develop it. And it's the advocate, yeah. Because this thing could be another kind of Chronomag kind of blaster. It really could. So let's open this sucker up and get this going, shall we? Shall we? Yes. All right. So, can you guys name me the 3 characters in Totally Spies? Who's she? Who's she? Who's she? If knows what that is, and if you don't, well, you never had any nephews or kids or anything like that, and God bless you. You have a free life. But you know, I have nephews and nieces, and I had a niece who loved Totally Spies, and well, yeah. That's how I got into the show. So here we are. We've got 1, 2, 3 little straps, and then a 4th one around the grip. That gets out of the package. There it is. There's our blaster. Okay. And then we're going to open these balls up, which are tucked behind here. When I can easily just rip this open and go like this. Like so. So, it has a lot of the same open packaging that a lot of the Hasbro products have. But it is not Hasbro. It is Adventure Force. It is their arch nemesis, their rival, their competition. That's right. Which could be our knight in shining armor. Yes. So they send us, how many balls do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 balls. And let's see here. So this opens up. I'm not going to read the instructions. I'm going to man this. It's like when you get lost in like the forest or whatever. You don't read the map. You just, you know. But I don't even need to do that because it has it right on the instructions. Just simply flip the magazine cover to load, hold 6 rounds, pull back, and load. As simple as that. Trigger locks. This is a, oh yeah, it has so it uses like a rev trigger kind of thing as a trigger lock. I was thinking of doing that as the safety of the bird of prey once, but decided not, doesn't need it. So here we are. We're going to load it like this. And I guess you've got to push them in. Okay, just like that. There we are. Here we go. Just like that. And voila, there's 6. Okay, so let's shoot something with this, shall we? Let's shoot something. There's the prime. Fair considerable amount of prime action. And you know, when I told Homely this, when I was talking to him, that this in the store felt kind of thin. But now that I have it primed back and I can say, ooh, let's not point at my LCD. I can look at the rib structure and I can honestly say, nah, it's pretty well built. Actually, it's very well built. The prime indicator is pretty good. I can see the end of the plunger right there. Let's not aim this at my LCD. Let's aim this at me. If I get shot, hey, I don't care. I live in California. I expect to get shot, right? So there we go, like that, yeah. So that's the end. That closes like that. I like that. You see, like, I know that Drac didn't like the new Heracles because that slide only goes back like this and you can't slam it like that. The nice thing about a Kronos or something like that is you can slam it. And now let's shoot something. Oh, by the way, that's Clover, that's Sam, and the redhead name. Oh no, sorry, totally wrong. That's Clover, that's Alex, and the redhead's Sam. I should shoot myself for getting that wrong. Oh, ooh, ah, yeah, that, wow, woo, that hurts. Okay, that's a good amount of power, actually. So let's try that again. I do like the fact that this is bigger than a Kronos. The one thing that Kronos had a problem with, ooh, look at that, look at this. This holds like this. Okay, next time I'm going to do it that way. And the one thing that Kronos had was the slide was not very good for high yells. So let's shoot this against the ammo can and just... It didn't ring like I thought, but not bad. Not bad. Let's check this out. Ooh, I like that. Do you see how the rear grip and these two are... you have the kind of copycat kind of angle there, but you have this that fits your hand like... That is nice, dude. I did not even notice that until I primed it. That this goes like this and like that, and you can easily just, hold on. Well, that trigger lock is really, oh, gotta go a little bit forward. Uh-oh. Oh, looks like we got ourselves a jam. Yep. Hold on. There we go. I gotta get used to the feeding of it. The AR sounds really positive, like when you prime it. It's a positive, real positive lock. Unlike Kronos, you don't feel it. It's still slamming pretty hard. This thing actually seems like it has a pretty good lockup on it. I like the grip. I like this bottom detail here because it aims. It gives you a cliff to hang your pinky by. It reminds me a lot of my match grade firearms and pistols I shot in semi-pro IDPA back in the late '90s, where. I was very big into match pistols and 45s, especially for pin gun and 3-gun and all those other competitions I played in. And I almost made pro. I didn't, though. I qualified. Oh, look. Sam's a kitty. Sam's a kitty. Oh, that's just so adorable. I like that. I like the grip. It goes round here and then it goes really square here. And although when I first saw it, I thought, okay, that's probably not that good. Actually, it's really good. And then it has, just like everybody likes the 45s with the square fronts, like the 1911s. It has this switch right here, so you can actually two-hand it and go, freeze, motherfucker, boom, you know? And you have that recoil control. That's going to be really important if you try to throw 18 kilograms in one of these things. Can it take 18 kilograms? I don't know. We're going to have to take this apart in another video and find out. But for right now, this spins pretty good. Spins pretty good. Okay, gripes. What gripes do I have against it so far? I kind of think this trigger lock is a little... I don't know, it takes a little getting used to. I'm sure once you get used to it, it's cool. And it does actually make it so it raises the front finger and it contours very well. The grip contour, though, just doesn't look good. It actually feels good. It works. I like this standoff here being one piece, but it doesn't give me the comfort of, let's say, the Kronos one, which the Kronos one is nice because it's actually another piece and you can do something like take it out and throw like a freaking stock on there. You know, it gives me a means to throw a stock on there by taking that out, or for somebody to 3D print something like that. And if you look at it, I know I'm going Chronomag, but Chronomag's my favorite. It is about the same size. The grip is also a little lower on the front, and it does have just better contour than that little Chronomag grip there, and which also kind of doubles as your bolt sled to your plunger cup and your pusher. So in reality, I think ergonomically this is better. Power-wise, I think anything can do it as long as it can hold the springs. And put in mind that my emphasis of reviews and shows is modded, not as much stock stuff. But I dare to say that this is a really good stock pistol. It's got a unique loading device. It loads from the top instead of the Kronos, which loads to the bottom. It has a big U-shaped magazine, and I'm sure you've seen it by now. And the Jupiter is just a really, really big U-shaped magazine that goes from the back to the front rather than from the front to the back. This thing avoids it entirely, puts it on top, but it actually makes a lot more sense to put a magazine for a rifle blaster. Could this trump the good old Chronomag? We'll have to see. Because I know that the Meteor has a bigger plunger tube, and this one might too, because that is really girthy. Look at how big that is, which also helps you with the hand support. The grip is nicer than your standard Kronos. Yeah, and I like the trigger. It's really cool. You know, Adventure Force did an extremely good job on it, and it has a kind of attack rail here. It looks about similar to a normal Nerf attack rail, but it's not really. I don't know. It's not really. It kind of looks really copycat. It's definitely not compatible with the rival rail, but. Who the fuck cares about the rival rail? Because, you know, I'm going to put a 20mm Pictionary on there, and I'm going to throw a red dot because I can shoot people from 200 feet with this fucker. I'm going to probably do the same thing with this, so really the rail doesn't matter to me that much. What matters to me more than anything on this blaster is, can I put a magazine here, and will it work? Well, again, I'm going to have to see, I'm going to have to check it out, but this rail gives me possibly a means to kind of open it up and give me a place to put maybe a katana or a Talon-mag. Yeah, it does. And I could possibly fit the whole thing in there, but we're going to have to see. The only problem is this. Look at this right here. Look how this is lower. It means my entrance is going to be lower. It means if I have a magazine, it's going to have to probably stick like this, like so. But that's okay, because my trigger's like this, and I can form it as one. That'll work, you know. But again, I'm going to have to see. Well, how much solid space do I have in here? I had 1 inch with the Chronos. If I extend the stop, I can fit a full long shot spring in there. Lots of power. This thing I don't know. The Meteor I don't know. We're going to have to find out. So this is my review of the Sentry X2 by Adventure Force. It's a good blaster from what I can see so far. I'm going to have to take it out and shoot in some rival wars. Oh, and this hop-up tab. It's 2 little lines, but it goes like this. That's an interesting hop-up tab, don't you think? But it does make it so I possibly have to go in there with a file just to shrink that. So if I go faster, of course I'm going to have to bring down the hop-up tab. And it's not a removable piece like the Chronomag. Yeah. You know, you got to remember, I have like 2 Deadpool freaking... I'm sure you guys have seen these. I might as well break one out while I do this video. I got twin Deadpool Chronoses. And these are 18 kilograms, and they do anywhere from 160 to 170 a piece. And you can see what I did with the hop up there. What made this easy for this blaster was the fact that that's removable. This one does not look removable. I'm going to have to go in there and file it. The tube looks like it makes more sense. The barrel, it does step, and then fire. And it may be more efficient. As a matter of fact, it may even be better with the balls that they give, because we all know the Adventure Force balls are different than the rival balls. And if you fire like Adventure Force ammo out of this, it's going to behave a lot differently. This may be more suited for that. I don't know. We're going to have to do yet another test. But for right now, I just want to get it out, get it going, check it out. So until next time, this is Chris Cartaya. Let me see. I got to find somebody to shoot at you with. Because if I don't, it's not a Cartaya review. So until next time, this is Chris Cartaya saying, don't you go changing. Well, I'll find you, and I'm going to shoot you, no matter how delicate you are with this thing when I don't know how accurate it is. When I'm shooting at the stand, and I could totally break this phone doing this, but you know what, I'm crazy, ha ha ha. And this is my review of the Sentry X2. And another thing I found was a parallax error. When I fired here, it actually went down here. So it does have about 1 inch or 2 of parallax. Just like this has, where the barrel's here and here. And when you saw me shoot at something at one of my arrow ranches, I actually hit the computer. But fortunately, this is a magnesium case computer, and it did not break the LCD. Ooh, oh, look at Chloe, she's cute. Okay, so anyway, and I hit the bottle, but when I had to just give it a direct shot and go with the barrel. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the same thing right now. I'm going to just point at my stand and go, Karapodo! And shoot, aiming with the barrel, not the sights. And that shoots higher where I want it to be. Just remember, I'm a guy with lots of Nerf guns and lots of Talon hands. So again, don't you go changing, or I'll find you. Yeah. Okay. So the packaging is a lot the same. It's the kind of open box packaging that you would see in like a lot of your Hasbro products. But of course, this is not Hasbro. And we hate ads. Go away ads. Goodbye ads. Sorry.